Hey guys, Abby here. So today is a little bit different. I've got new bookshelves up loft and I'm going to move some of my books, and I'm thinking of taking the books that I've not read up to the loft because that can be like my sitting place for my TBR. However, at the start of this year my TBR was like 70 books long and I was like, great, my goal is 70 books this year. Brilliant. I've read 78 books this year and my TBR is 70 books or thereabouts. It's like 60 now. So I'm going to take upstairs all the books that I've not read, but now I need to get them off of my shelves. I hate myself. I was so proud of myself. I was going to read all my physical TBR, but here we are. Some of my physical TBR aren't coming upstairs with me because I'm going to read them this month, so there's no point taking them up the stairs. But yeah, let's get started and count these books. Over here are my new two bookshelves. This is all gonna not be here. This isn't even gonna be here. I'm gonna have a new thing for here. They're gonna be either side of that, and that'll be cute. Okay, we're just gonna start for whatever is near me. Here we have A Forbidden Love for Fire Making of Mackenzie by Margaret A. Dyer. I really loved the first book in this series. It was absolutely mwah, chef's kiss, beautiful. Maybe like 4-star, loved it. And she sent me the second one, and I have been a really bad Bookstagrammer and I've not read it yet. I just was doing so many readathons that it's just slipped my mind, to be honest. So this is probably what I'd go for during November at some point, so I'm going to actually put this down here. Next we have Love Theoretically. This is another one I've been meaning to pick up for a couple of months now, and I've just not had the chance. You're going to start noticing a theme with these books. Love in the Brain has been on my TBR for ages, and I've also not read it because of readathons. We have Back in a Spell. I actually don't know much about this book. An awkward first date leads to a sparkling romance between one of the most powerful witches in town and a magical newbie in the rom-com by Lana Harper. However, when I looked it up, it said it was in a series, and I hate reading series books like out of order. Do you know what I mean? I've done it once, and I would just prefer not to. But if it can be read as a standalone, I'll read it. Do you know what I mean? But it's probably going to be waiting until next October. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel weird reading it outside of like spooky season. Another spooky season one is A Holmes and Hudson Mystery, Mrs. Hudson and the Spirit's Curse. I'm pretty sure this is another one. If that is a number 10 down the bottom, then I don't know, it makes me feel funky reading them out of order. But I feel like these ones you can, because it's kind of like any detective like books, you can read them out of order, but because I've been doing readathons, I've just not. Here we have The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. However, this is probably most definitely going to be read this month. I read The Ex-Hex last month and thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, I don't need to say much about this because it's probably going to get read in the next month. You guys are probably sick of me talking about this book, These Hollow Vows. And by talking about it, I mean not reading it and talking about it, just putting it on my TBR every month and not reading it. But I don't know. It's a chunky book, but I'm excited to finally get to it. Loads of people commented on my Bookstagram saying how much they love this book, so that has made me more excited for it. Cemetery Boys, no excuses here. I bought this specifically to read in October and then I didn't read it. I read Aidan Thomas's Lost in the Neverwoods. Meh, it was okay. It was like a 3.5. It was alright. But I've heard that this one is so much better. And I don't mind reading this outside of October, so I guess we'll see. Blindsided by Karen Slaughter. This is a thriller. I've heard a lot about Karen Slaughter as an author, and I found this one in Aldi for £2.99 and picked it up because I'd heard of the author. I've never read any of her books before. Did I say thriller? Is it a thriller? It's more of like a murder, crime, but potentially thriller, unsure. It is something of the murder genre. And yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to be a fun read because it's not. Like, there's a sexual predator, that enough said, like, not going to be fun, but she's apparently an amazing author, so we'll see. The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This book is so old that I bought this book before the TV show was even a thing. I got this at the works ages ago because I'd heard of Beth O'Leary and I'd heard that she was a really good writer and loads of people were loving her and she was fun, romance, and I was like, yeah, love it, cool. And then it sat on my shelves for ages. I don't even know. I don't have excuses. I don't know. Sometimes I get nervous. See, after I read Normal People, it gave me the ick for romance and it put me off romance for a while. And I was so scared of it. And this kind of just got pushed aside because I was like, oh no, what if I hate this book and everyone else loves it? So we're going to get to it though. We're going to get to it. So this is Never Greener by Ruth Jones. This is another £2.99 pick up from Aldi. However, this one scares me because it's so thick. It's over 500 pages. How insane is that? There is cheating trope in this, and if you know me, you know my feelings on cheating tropes. I don't know what it is, but it gives me like this pit in my stomach and makes me ill, and then my poor boyfriend has to deal with me asking him every 2 minutes if he loves me still. When he does, he'd love me if I was a worm, do you know what I mean? He's that kind of love. But he puts up with my questions all the time. However, they're the co-writer of Gavin and Stacey, so maybe it's a fun time, but I don't know. Is that the right word? Fun? Cheating? Fun? No. We will see. We will see. This is The Wolf Princess by Catherine Constable. I don't have a clue what this is. I got it from Luke's sister. She is a maniac and has like 500 books just chilling, and sometimes she donates books and then I get to go through them and pick the ones I want. I like this because it has purple sprayed edges. I like this because Wolf and Princess, it's a pretty cover. Enough said, so hopefully I'll get to it this winter. The Unexpected Pass of Miss Jane Austen by Ada Bright and Cass Grafton. However, the Austen Adventures, something that annoys me with the works is they're always putting out books that are not the first in the series, and I keep buying them going, oh my gosh, that looks amazing, and then I find out later that it's from a series and I need to buy the rest of the series. It quirks me. However, I've just found out this is actually must just be what are they called? Whoa, I've forgotten the word. Publishers? They must be a publisher. So the Spirit book, that's just the publishing logo. So that's a positive at least. It's not number 10 in the series. I won't read this until I get the first one, so hopefully I get the first one and then I can read this. This is My Mechanical Romance and it is by Olivia Blake, but her real name is Alexine Farrell Falmouth. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but it's under her actual real name. Nerds are so hot, especially battle robot building nerds. It is like a nerdy romance. STEM. Oh, does this count as STEM? Is she in STEM? About graduation, approaching the differences in the one division. Okay. Nice. We love it. I'm gonna have to look into this more. I just randomly found this in the works and I really wanted it because it looked cute and I'm all for cute. It was like £2 or something. This is You Are Next by Katia Leaf. This is another one that I don't know if it's from a series or not. I can't remember. There were so many of them that were. This is another one I got from Laurie, from her charity pile. I don't know, it sounds good. That's all I can tell you about it, because sometimes I really do be buying books for covers. Look at that domino. Broken. An ex-cop with a death wish, a serial killer with a gruesome agenda. Sold. I'm sold. Here we are. Next book we have is To Be the Best by Barbara Taylor Bradford. This has been on my TBR for 10 plus years, so literally if I do not read this in the next year, it is going away. I don't know what it is that scares me about this. But I'm frightened. Whoa, it's over 500 pages. That is frightening. And look at the text. It's very small. That is frightening. But the international bestseller. This is also a series. Wowzer. How many series are there? I think I bought this because, like, I got this from a charity shop. Literally bought it because it says, the spirit of Emma Hart lives on in her granddaughter, Paul O'Neill. I think that's literally why I bought it. I was a kid and I was like, well, my name, O'Neill. Okay, girl. Sold. So this is definitely a bomb book. This next one is Murder Under the Christmas Tree. This is one I got from Laurie's Pile as well. I just heard murder and Christmas and was sold. I love stories like that. They're great usually. They're usually fun. Even though they're a crime, they're usually fun. But hopefully I'll be getting to that this Christmas, so I won't have to worry about putting it on the bomb books for next year. This is another Christmas one. It is the 12 Topsy-Turvy Very Merry Days of Christmas. And it's mid-December, and for the 5th year in a row, there is little sign of festive season in the Sullivan family's home in South London. That is until a mysterious someone starts sending strange gifts to widower Henry and his 2 children. Love it already. Mysterious someone sending strange gifts. Sold. I love stories like that. See random things that we don't know what's going on. They're really weird and really peculiar. Great. And it's set at Christmas. I got this from Luke's mum and dad for Christmas last year, so I'm very excited to be finally getting to it. I felt like it was too late to read it last year, so I was keeping it for Christmas this year. Another one from Laurie. She must not be in the Christmassy mood this year because she was getting rid of a lot of Christmas winter books, and I say that I got these like in the summer. So this is The Winter Ghost by Kate Moss. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Do you believe in ghosts? It's 1928. Freddie Watson, still grieving for his brother lost in the Great War, driving through the foothills of the French Pyrenees. His car spins off the road in a snowstorm. Kind of gives me like Jack Frost vibes. See the film? Like he's driving home from work. It's icy. His car skids. Except it's 1928. Do you know what I mean? Winter book. We have Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. I was kindly gifted this by one of my Bookstagram friends. I'll put it up here because I can't remember her name at the moment, like her handle. But I'll put it up on the screen. I won it in her giveaway and I'm very excited about it. It's a classic though, and classics are always frightening. But look how floppy this book is. I love a floppy book. We have The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This is another works one that I bought. Everyone and their ma's read it. I'm the only one that's not read it. I want to read more what they call sports romance. She has her ballet shoes on. I want pink point shoes, that colour. I actually want red point shoes, so if anybody wants to buy me a Christmas present and spend loads of money, yeah, that's it. You probably already know what this is about. I don't, because I somehow manage to miss spoilers all the time. But this is a bomb book for next year. Here we have The Ex-Hex. This is by Amy Leah. Oh my goodness. Set on You. It was so good. Me and my boyfriend recreated the cover for that book. And she commented and shared it and liked it and loved it. Maybe this is one we should do for Valentine's Day. You'll need to get me a love heart balloon then. That would be very cute. But yeah, someone said that I should keep this for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to listen and do that, and that'll be nice and sweet for that. Okay, so now we're in series territory. This is the first in a series, but I've read the second and third book. It's by Georgia Toffolo, you know, Toff from, was it she from Made in Chelsea? Is that where she's from? However, I loved the other two. I accidentally started with the second book because I didn't know if it was like a series or not, but then I found out it was and it was too late. But I loved them. So I'm going back to the first one, which is a wintry book. It's set in winter by the looks of it. To me, that looks like snow. So I'm keeping it for winter this year. We have The Keeper by David Baldacci. I've heard so many great things about his books. However, this is second. This was a kind gift from my Auntie Jennifer. She got me this maybe about 6-7 years ago. and I kept meaning to buy the first one so I can read the second one. It's that old, you can see that the pages are yellowing, like the edges are yellowing. But I really do want to read it. This is the sequel to the best-selling The Finisher, so I need to read The Finisher and then read this. And we have Chapter House, which is the 5th in, well, Chapter House June. It's the 5th in the June series. I can't wait to see the next film. We went to see the first one. I really loved it, and Luke bought me the first 3 books in this beautiful special edition hardback gorgeous book for Christmas one year, and I've read all 3 of them. I just need the 4th one so I can read the 5th one. I was kindly gifted this by my typo family. When I left, they bought me this as a present to say goodbye, because all I did in work was read. Here we have Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn. I need to read the first one first. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I keep being drawn in. How gorgeous is that cover though? I can't actually deal. So I need to get Legendborn so that I can read this. That's what it'd be like. So I got my hands on this today. We have Swordcatcher by the Cassandra Clare. You all know how much I loved the Shadowhunters. This is a new series. It is an adult series, which is quite nice because I am an adult. It's a chunky boy. It's got like 600 pages, girl, but I seen it and I had points to spend in the works and it was half price already. I was sold. I had to. Here we have the School of Good and Evil. I really want to watch the programme. Like, I really want to watch it, but I'm that gal that has to read the books first because the books are always better. Like, always. And I got these for £15 from the works. Like, all 5 of them for £15. How good is that? And in the works you have to just buy it because if you don't, it's gone, and I hate when that happens to me. So yeah, the School of Good and Evil. We have all 5 of them to read next year. Oh, I adore it. The cover is just so gorgeous. I love it. Another series I need to finish next year is Lord of the Rings series. I have read The Hobbit, and that is it. I've not read any of the 3 Lord of the Rings books, so I gotta get myself onto that sooner rather than later because I know I'm gonna love it. Like, I've seen the first movie and I bloomin' loved it, and I loved The Hobbit, so yeah. I also have to read the last 5 books in the Famous 5. That is so funny. The Famous 5 series, I've read the first 5 but not the last 5. So I got to read the last 5 of the Famous 5, and that should be easy done. Easy days. Series that I own, I also have to finish the Demon Head Mastery series. However, 3rd and 4th book I don't have. I don't know where they've gone. They've went absolutely AWOL. My house eats stuff. But I have the 5th and 6th, so I just need to get my hands on the 3rd and 4th, which I'll probably get second hand because there's no point spending the money on. I would need to buy a whole new set probably. Because the books are sold. I also have the Trials of the Apollo series. Let me check how many books there are in that. So I need to read the 5 Trials of Apollo books. However, like I said earlier, I want to get the Magnus Chase ones because you can read them in tandem, and I just think that's way better. So I'll need to get a hold of them somehow, somewhere. You know me, I'll find a way. I think off the top of my head, that is the only series books that I have that I can think of. Hopefully I'll put it on the screen if that's not the case, if I forgot any. Now we're on to like just random bits of like non-fiction, I suppose they would be. So I have here the Shakespeare book, which is like this big like dictionary, probably is the best way to put it. But it's really cool. I know it's really random, but I don't know, I've not read it. I got this for Christmas one year and I think it's awesome. So there's another one. Oh, Sylvia Young quoted on the back of this. Fun fact guys, when I was younger I went to Sylvia Young. How fun's that? And I could have gone full time, but then my back messed up. Very sad. Yeah, it's called Children in Theatre, from the addition to working in professional theatre I gave for children and their parents. I mean, this might not necessarily matter to me anymore because I'm not a child and I'm not a parent. But it's always good just to learn. So it'll be good for my future potentially if I become a parent. Do you know what I mean? Here we have writing better lyrics. I've got a ribbon in that because that's what I was using that as a bookmark at the time because I thought it was cool or something. Not sure. But it's not cool now because the ribbon's all dirty. Love that. I think this might just be a fun read, even though I'm not doing music anymore. I still do writing though, but we'll see. And lastly, we have this a Chonkosaurus of a boy. This is songwriters and songwriting. It is what's it called? A non-fiction. Whoa, why couldn't I remember that? And it's about loads of different songwriters. We have Willie Dixon, we have Paul Simon. I've got everyone in here. As you've seen, my camera died, but oh my goodness, over 50 books. Over 50 books on my bomb books. Like, I need to read these in the next year, or that's it. They're gone away. They're going in the bin, or they're going to charity. Like they're gone. They're out my shelves. I also want to add this one, the Barnum Museum, just because I picked it up to read, and honestly, I'm not in the mood for it. Like, not in the mood, but I think I will be in the mood for it at some point. So add that. So the total of bomb books is, so yeah, we've got to get some reading from our own shelves done. But I still hope people buy me books for Christmas. Like, I really hope I get books for Christmas because I know that some of them I'm going to be reading soon. So I want more books. The more, the better. But it's been a good year for reading this year, so hopefully next year is as well, and hopefully we get through these bomb books. So thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me, so make sure you like it because it really helps the channel. Subscribe down below to be part of the Bookish family lifestyle. If you like lifestyle content, we got lifestyle content, you know what I mean? We do a little bit of everything here. We are not tied down just to reading. I also enjoy making other videos as well. And comment down below how many books you have on your physical TBR. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.